materials to U.S. for 10 years. That's Delta Delta.
There it goes. Hey, good morning, everybody. So it looks like we're going to have an update today as far as the market goes, generally biased. I was trading, I traded the stock earlier today, and then I switched over to Lightspeed, but because this Thinkorswim gives me trouble. This is the big runner in the morning. So we're going to be doing a few things differently if you're here early. So I do have a new layout. And I changed accounts and funded the account at exactly $30,000, so $5,000 above the PDT. So my share size is going to remain very close to anything anybody who's made the PDT rule can get, so that it's just kept in perspective when I'm trading along with you guys. So let's talk about the news a little bit here. So there should be some interesting news on Robinhood. Robinhood already took off because going to be part of the S&P 500. So we want to look at this morning to see if it's going to continue that. This might be a really interesting one to trade early on as more of a kind of biased, large cap biased stock. So I think if I were to trade the opening, I marked this up earlier today. There's a zone where I would want to get out, and then I put a profit zone up here. I think that this might be one that I want to set on the ladder to be picked up and see if I could make some quick money or just jump out if it drops. The other one that can really be good today, of course, is Tesla, because of all the emotional news on that. That was a little test trade I did there. I couldn't even get Tesla filled. I was pre-market. I was like, come on, Thinkorswim, give me a break. So if this dips, it could blow right through here really fast based on the all news about Elon Musk. And there was a lot of reports out today too that saying that this is such a value for the stock over the next 3, 5, 6 years, that this is going to be 3 times this amount. Now, you take those with a grain of salt, right? I don't know if that's really what's going to happen, but it's interesting because when they put out the news like that, emotionally, people tend to jump on it short term. So we do want to think about that. So Robinhood and Tesla near the open might be some real crazy ones to watch. Over here, I don't have a swing on AMD over here, so I can trade it. And honestly, although it's not coming up in a good volume area here, this I find this to be a serious buy here. I feel like this is really low for this stock. So once the market starts to, they have their earnings coming out on the 4th of November, so it's a ways away. But I just feel like this is getting really low in the for the closing quarter. I don't think this is going to drop down to 130 or 120 or even, it was as low as 100 not that long ago, right? If you look at the day, how low did it get? Like down into the $88 or something? Yeah, 76. Way back here. So, yeah, that was in April. But I just don't see it. I put this zone here because I just don't see it dropping below this. If it does, then, I don't want to trade it till it recovers. But that's sort of the point of no return if you decide to take a swing, in my opinion, So I find that to be interesting to watch as well. Apple, as always, is interesting to watch. I marked that out this morning as well. And you kind of want to take profit up here if you get in it, right? Which is 241. And then you would want to, look at it down here, which is you're looking at liquidity levels and stuff. So, down here, the fibs are telling the tale, right? But this is anywhere below 238. You're really if you're going long and you're down here, then that's kind of like the point of no return. Get out. So that's a wide range right there. I mean, not really, $3 roughly, a little less than $3. So I'm looking at this like I used to do swings a little bit, just to give you guys a better perspective about if you end up getting stuck in a swing, So Apple's 238.51 up to like 241.37 range, and then you're really at the price right now of 239. So you're like right in the middle. So I'm long biased on this. You probably saw I already have a position in my IRA that's way up in the 250s from long ago. I'll buy like 20 or 30 very small share size equities in my IRA and hold them, for a period of time. I thought Apple was on the way to 200 when I bought that for 20 shares of that, but things go against you, right? So far, what I'm going to be looking at is Tesla, Apple, and Hood. Now, I know Google is being sued in Europe, but yet Trump came to its defense and said that, I'm going to sue your companies if you sue our tech companies. And then the stock went up because of that, which is really weird. But all catalysts can be considered weird, right? I don't know, unless it's like a drug company that's come up with a new drug. I mean, it's so emotional. That's why you just want to trade with the crowd and see what it's doing. So Google traditionally is very slow to trade. Says it's only got a spread of 4 cents right now, but it's pre-market, so it's not at the top of my list. There's another one. It's got a spread of 5 cents. ASTS. Oh, that's dropping though, huh? Oh yeah, we were looking at, this is the one, linoleum. I traded this the other day and made some money on it, I think. United Health is back up in the news, in the scanner, in my scanner that I've got, which we're looking for like a little bit different stocks, right, on these. So let's get a look at this. Let's see where we got here. You coming up here to amuse me? You going to give me good luck? They're not feeding you down there? This one actually might be, well, that's a very expensive stock. Well, that went up. Wow, that went up $27 in the last 10 days. That's a pretty big move. So why is it up right now? That's it. Okay. Guidance meeting September 8th through. Okay. That's now. Meetings are going on. Building new office buildings like right near us, and it's going to be loud, maybe.
3-year strategic partnership to deliver mission-critical AI in most environments. That's Alpha India. That was out earlier. SKYU penny stock spiking there. Sandy Kilo Yankee Quebec.
Yeah, that's just a.
GMPX, another penny stock. Genflex getting up top here to the highest. Alpha November Papa X-ray.
No, I don't think that's an actual. I think I heard him wrong. I don't know why he's telling about penny stocks right now. Not something I want to be talking about, really. It's got me popping around. But we may start to go to more momentum as we're trading in the morning. So it's one of the things I wanted to talk about a little bit. It's just on Thinkorswim, it's really, really risky to do momentum. So here's our bias today. Neutral or bullish on NVIDIA. AMD is neutral, but I do believe it's getting near a real low. So for its lately price cycling. Tesla neutral, yet slightly bearish because of that $1 trillion deal that's not really a contract, which is kind of weird, but they're trying to keep Elon interested. Palantir is neutral, awaiting the sector sentiment. Apple is bullish. I mean, this is all about the new i7 launch, or the iPhone 17 launch. Hype continues. Don't care about that. Google recently jumped. We talked about that. Neutral, slightly bearish now because it's already made its move, and it's really a lame story to make it go up. It shouldn't have really gone up to be sued for $3 billion, and you go up because Trump says we'll sue you too. I don't know. I wouldn't bet the farm on that stock right now. So it's basically saying the SPY's bullish, QQQ's bullish. So we're back on track after that bad jobs report. It looks like that we can expect stuff to go up. No real headlines on Microsoft, Amazon, or Meta. The drivers, of course, are the jobs data was weak, fueling speculation of aggressive Fed easing. So there's talk now that they might go 50 basis points, which would be interesting, but it's only like a 15% chance of that. I think they've already kind of worked that 25 points in the market, so I wouldn't jump on everything. This is just me talking. You guys do your own due diligence. Apple bullish continues. Positive tone persists with the post-Chrome ruling in Google. NVIDIA and AMD watching for chip rotation. Technicals are key. That, everybody needs the chips, so those are going to both go up. We just got to wait it out. Let's see. And here's the Hood news, which is, to join the S&P 500 before the market opens on September 22nd, 2025. So even though they're going to work that into the market, you might get a big sell-off on the 22nd, or it might go crazy. So we're going to want to keep an eye on Hood for the coming days here. Optimism on the rate cut looks like we've got. And the tech-heavy indices are buoyed by the QQQ and the SPY expectations of monetary easing, and Hood's inclusion announcement strengthens its stance, and this is a bullish backdrop. So I think, from Friday to today, it's a whole different feeling out there that things are going to go up rather than down. So let's see what happens. Probably whatever I trade, it's going to be a long buy. So that was the point of looking over all that stuff, was just to see, what my overall market bias. People used to ask, because I made a couple of YouTube videos saying how to pick the bias. I kind of changed. I've added some ways I look at that. Markers is the word I'm looking for. So I'll probably make a new video about that at some point. I just not enough hours in the day. But it's just a real weird, things have changed. I make a video a year and a half ago, and the whole market changes. So it's like, let me rescan this. See what's happening. Yeah, the same ones are up. Broadcom's still making a move here. AVGO. Let's take a look at that. So that was yesterday. That's interesting, huh? And they're claiming that's why AMD is going down and NVIDIA is going down, because it's kind of a shift to go to Broadcom. So the people that jumped on that, boy, that was a $50 Imagine getting a couple thousand shares of that, you know. Some inside people knew, right? I'm not going to mark that out, but we'll keep it. I've got it here to see how it moves here. Right now it's down from the close, it says. No, not Broadcom. I was looking at Broadcom is definitely up $6 from the close. So that's kind of the scoop. I'm struggling with Hood or Tesla to try to do a bold move at the open, which as you guys know, I don't advise you guys to ever do. But if I set my entry up here at this fib, which is right near the high, and then look for it to go like to 360 or something. I mean, I don't really have anything. I could go back. Let's look at the day on this one just to see for a take profit zone here. See if there's anything that makes sense on this. So we're way here's an area here where it really, and if you really wanted to go down, I mean, I could go down to here. Let's see where that puts us. That's a spike there. Cover up to this area here. That's at the fib, so that's too low. Yeah, we're right at the level where I would want to get in, not get out with that, so that's not good. So we're already there. I'd want to go up to this level, right? That's up at 370. Yeah, I would probably get out closer to 360. But I don't know. I like to look at the price action, right? I'm saying that's a big move, you know. Again, it's just there's not a really good reason that this should go up other than just the feeling that you get from all the news. You know, it's not real, you know, no data, technical analysis or otherwise. There's no real data to send this up. There's just that story that he could get $1 trillion, and they're trying to keep him interested in the company. And if he is, then the company's going to keep doing better. And there's a lot of news that Tesla's really low right now, and that the whole idea about not supporting him and buying his cars. People have a very short memory. Yeah, there's a huge movement to do that, and then now the sales are up in Europe, and so, you know. You really want to make a point on something, you know, it's just like you got to keep pounding, or it just will make no difference whatsoever in the grand scheme of things, right? We all know that. So, you know, I could put in a trade here. I wouldn't want to take too many shares. There's our ATR up there. Why don't we take a look at where to put... Again, I like to look at the pre-market just before... Now, one of the things I want to try to remember to do is to mark the 5-minute breakout as we get into the day a little bit today. Let's just go ahead and mark this this 30-minute range here. That's the open and close of the 30-minute, and if you're following the open breakout, you don't want to trade in the middle of that, and you want to trade high, long above it, and short below it. You know, and it's not a bad idea to have it marked because a lot of people follow these breakout levels. So again, if you're trading with the crowd, this is more along the way I would be marking it out on an RV level as well. For the RV strategy, day trading volume 1. I keep forgetting to say that stuff. So I don't really need to put a level here because, you know, That's kind of where I want to enter. I don't want to enter, but I want to see what's happening here. So I have to keep going back and forth from hood to Tesla. Let's take a look at hood's entry level. And again, what we're really going to be doing is we're going to be waiting for a consolidating scalping. But I'm just looking at maybe get an edge early on, which is extremely risky, and I don't recommend you do it. It can feel like gambling because a lot of it is gambling. But on a biased, it's interesting. If you have a biased, you can get lucky a lot of the time. You can get, I hate to use the word lucky, but I mean, I have a long bias. I want proof that it's going up. So part of me says, oh, on hood, like buy the dip, it's going to go up. But then maybe that isn't a real bias, and it's just going to keep going down, that people have already built it in, and they're all going to take profit. Can you stand through a swing? I think on the 22nd when they announce, or before that, it's going to be up here. So I know a lot of people in this studio have already taken a swing on hood. So, but for scalping, will we get an effective increase today? I kind of like to see it happen. I mean, this is more likely. This is better news than Tesla. This is more likely to give us a move, but then have people already built it in, So yeah, wishy-washy. I'm going back and forth, wishy-washy on what to do. There would be my targets. Get out both areas here, and then maybe get in on the fib, that's only $1 move. So I probably want at least 100 shares if that happened. But the whole $1.5 is going to pop in here too. So if we got in at like 110 even, might be the spot to set the. Yeah, we're there already. We're already there. Yeah, 110.50 maybe. It's going to break it. This is what's going to happen. There's a long bias that's going to hit here. There's 51, but I bet it's going to break that before the market opens. We got 5 minutes. So I'm in a quandary as to which one to trade here, whether I go with hood or go with Tesla on an opening dangerous trade. So remember, guys, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of someone licensed before you try to emulate anything I do here. Be careful. Trade in a simulator. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. For the most part, I'll be following this. But this is for me. Most important thing, I would have a max loss. And I'm going to try to, based on comments, try to put more of a reasonable max loss. I don't really trade with a max loss because I can do all kinds of tricks to get out of trades for a profit, and with a bottomless funding and a whole bunch of people that can help me move a stock a direction I want it to move, to be honest with you. So if I get stuck in something, it's almost like cheating. So it's not something you guys should ever follow me down the rabbit hole with when I switch into a swing. What I'm going to try to do is not take a swing and just take a hit if it's bad. That's what I'm going to try to do. It's hard to leave money on the table or to lose on purpose just as a teaching. There it goes. You know what I mean? You can see what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to, it's like I'm teaching. So, lose $1,000 so you can show them not to do that. So I get stuck on that, a bit, but, that's why I say don't follow me. Don't follow. You can watch, learn, and then figure out your own thing. Maybe it's everything I show you think it's trash, or maybe there's some of it you want. Maybe there's all of it you want, but you shouldn't follow the exact trades. So this has already broken the level where I would enter. So now I'd think about entering at the fib. The difference between this and Tesla is Tesla offers the opportunity to make a lot more money quickly. So I'm going to go back to it. How's that for wishy-washy? I'm going to go back to Tesla. Where are we at there on Tesla? So we broke, that would be the get out of the trade level. And this would be get into the trade level. So I'm going to set on the ladder right around a little bit below 350. Let me get this straightened out here. Now I just have the risk oscillator and the MACD up here. I've taken off the momentum on this one and the buy-sell oscillator. And this is what I have on here now for it's easier for you guys to follow. I'm just going to do 50 shares. Oh God, let me. I'm still on extended day. I could see that happening. I'm on the right account. 355. Let me look at 355.50 to get in. That's a 75 cents from this position, showing me some confidence on an upward move. Wait, why does it show it up there? Is that, did I not put that at the right? I have it at 356.50. Get out of that. I've just got a minute. I did not see that I did that. 355.50. Close enough right there. Okay, that's what I was wondering why I didn't see it there. And then just get out on sell the ask. I had this set up to trade pre-market. Not going to get out on market on an opening candle. Again, I don't recommend you trade the opening candle, guys. Do I still have another order up here? I thought I got rid of that. All right. How does it even let me have two orders? Here we go, guys. 10 seconds. Good luck today. Happy Monday. See if I picked the wrong stock and Hood's going to take off on me.
U.S. markets are open.
Wow. No, why is that happening? Okay. That was really weird. It's like it took me on a short. It should have picked me up. This is a typical malfunction with Thinkorswim. Drives me up the frigging wall. Up the frigging wall, right? It says long. Well, what has it got me long at? 58.31 instead of it didn't pick up my order. You see that? Wow. That is really bogus. So this is something I can complain about for sure. It's just the time that it takes to do that. So they're going to say, oh, jumped over, your order. So I'm just thinking about, I'm just going to get out of this. And the reason why is I'm not sure it's going to go back up there. So this is why I think Thinkorswim at the open is a problem. It should have picked me up. It disappeared, and that's why I sold. And I would have made $2, $100. I mean, it showed that it picked me up. You all saw it. So annoyed. Wow. I sold based on that it picked me up. If you didn't see what happened there, it disappeared, meaning I should have been in the position, 55.50, and then I sold as it got up here, a couple bucks up, and thinking it's just not registering it, right? And then instead, it picked it up as a buy up here, which is really weird. I don't even know how that happened, right? How did that even happen? That's very strange. I'm going to have to look back on the video and see what's going on here, but that was really strange. So there's where you'd want to get out if you're in it for sure. Yeah, see how high it's spraying up there? Very, 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 very annoying. Very annoying. Thinking about trying to get the money back on this one here. All right, I'm going to go for it. I got it at 16. Just 50 shares, so it's not, I'm not in a big fear here. I'm going to stair step up a little to instead of waiting for the whole move. Try to buy again on a dip, and then I'll go over and take a look at Hood in a minute if I can manage to get out of this debacle that it did to me here. Tried to get in at 17 cents. That was not as good as I thought. Taking a few trades just to dig out here. So annoyed still. I'm annoyed. And in case you're misjudging my annoyance, it's not because of the money freaking me out. It's because of the malfunction on the platform that really bothers me. It would have been a nice profit too. It would have been a nice profit to start the morning and set the tone, set the mood, instead of this bogus stuff here that went down. So I'm looking for a bigger dip to get in. I feel we're nearing its highs up here. I am long biased on this, so I'm worried about going short, but it did bounce off that ATR. Both times, the ATR pretty much held it. That's the RV strategy. Half the ATR level is what that's based on. And wow, I should have picked it up right at that fib. I thought about it. There it is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get in on the fib, hoping that it's going to give it some support, but it didn't. Got to remember, I am trading Tesla, which is prone to huge moves. Is it going to stop at that 50 cents? I'd be inclined to average up if it swings up, which means buying at that level. If it springs back up out of that level, I might go up to 100 shares. So that's 2, 5. I mean, I'm only at 25% of my position, but yeah, it's starting to hurt me now. So I want to make sure I can dig out of this. So whatever this ends up for the day, level over here. So. It really needs a green candle here. Let me give me a green candle here. There we go. Come on. Break through the 55 here, and then you'll see me add 355, please. No, not 354. There you go. Go that way. 355. Okay, that wasn't good. Just getting ready to bail here. Getting ready to bail. And see a 150 day for the day down, and you will see me bail. 150 for the day. I'm going to bail out. Almost. Turn around. No. There it goes. All right. So 153. And boy, they're going to get a phone call from me. Anyway, so now we can't do any better there than what I've tortured myself into doing. So let me get the 5-minute breakout done here on this for when we come back to it, since I'm here. So we'll remove that, and we'll do the 5-minute breakout here, which is going to be right these two levels here for the RV strategy. Right there. And we'll do that again on the 15-minute. Let me take a look at Hood to see how badly I misjudged. Is Hood straight up today? I'm annoyed by that. Annoyed. Yes, it was. Look at that. I would have taken profit and been out by now. So Hood is definitely going up. So let's take a close look on this puppy. Let's mark our 5-minute breakout levels. Like right there. You don't really want to trade in the middle if you're following the breakouts. Let's see if we can recover some of what we lost on because of this stock. I actually made some money pre-market, which I can show you in a minute. So I'm not doing too bad, but before I switch to light speed, but So it's the 5-minute is sort of holding support there. You can see for it. No, even dollar 113. So looking to see if it's going to. It's a little early to start trying to grind out a consolidation here. That would have been a good trade, but I don't know if it's just going to keep going up or not. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hope that we're into a big movement up here. Oh, that was, I wanted to get it when it was at the $20, but now that I'm not trading the get rid of that and get rid of that. Yeah, it's definitely holding down here. So let me try it again. I'll try another move here. I'll definitely add to this if it turns around. That's right, it won't go in those levels. I can't use the pan drawing. So at the fib is where I'd be thinking about I might have a problem here. So we've got some time to hold this. Let's wait for the move to develop here. I do think it's going to go back up as it's starting to now. 9. Too close to me to even think about adding to it. Looking for it to get up to the 113 level to take a small profit here. This is where it was a minute ago. Got a little bit there. Trying to climb out of that little Tesla hole, even though I'm sure I can get that money back from their mess up. So another reason why it's good to record, so you can literally show them. It's actually the first time it's happened that way to me. And what I should have done is I should have waited for it to register that it had picked me up before I pushed. But you saw how the price action was coming back down, so I thought I was going to lose my profits. That's why I hit the ask, but then it picked up the buy instead of, but way the heck out. I mean, it didn't even make sense because it hit the ask to get out, and then it picked up the buy to get in, like $2 above my position that I had on the. It was gone, or it wouldn't have let me take an order, right? How could I have even taken an order if it didn't kick it off the ladder? So it had to have picked it up. Just makes no sense. It's just there's so many things wrong. I don't know. I think I'm remembering right, but shoot me a chat if you saw what I saw. I had it set at a level, and then it didn't. It showed it picked up, and then I don't know. I keep repeating it. Is that a sign of dementia? I don't know what that is. Okay, so this is definitely consolidating now. We've passed into the 11th minute, which is when I think we can start to call these, but we're in this weird zone that I had marked early on. Actually, it's not even necessary to have that there. So let me mark an intraday high over here. I'm not high, but where it's sort of turned around. So it's on the $0.25. And the fib is a better entry, boy, if we can get it there. Trading this long biased. Got $24 so far. Got a ways to go to get back to Tesla money. I would hesitate to short, but really it is showing us a channel here. So you've got the a 50-cent channel here. There's the full dollar, and then a sort of an area where it lost. It had a couple candles closed right there. So if you smoothed it, the $0.25 is a spot too, which is good. We're looking for real tight moves here where you can add to, I would like to add from a quarter of my position up to a half position if it goes against me, but only if it's turning back the way I'm going, whether it be short or long. Now it's slowing down quite a bit, but it is still swaling 10 to 15 cents, giving opportunities both ways. So let's look across the board. NVIDIA's up. AMD is, no, it's flat. Tesla is down a hair. Palantir is up. Apple is flat. Google is continuing to go up based on ridiculous news. United Healthcare went back down. Broadcom is way up again. Wow. Broadcom's way up right now. What's going on with that again, huh? That's probably why AMD is flat. Oh, here we go. So it's 113.50. I will short if it hits up there. 113.50 on the ask. I'm looking for. It's also where its high is, right at that level. I'm long biased, but I'll look for a retracement. I don't want to overstay my welcome if it goes way past it, but keeps pulling back 10 to 20 cents. There's lots of room here to make money either way on a scalp. It's $10 to $20 per scalp. 45 on the ask.
SKYQ, heavy volume now.
It went up to 48, but it's stalling there, so that could be about to make a big punch. Nope. That would have been a 25 cent trade right there. So it broke that $0.25 level, made a little flat top, and then broke it. See how weird that was respected again? Just like it's something about that $0.25 it likes, huh? So tending to look at the 313 more as a buy now. There it goes. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. I'm going to try to get in there at 62. Didn't pick me up. I'm getting out. 65, 71. Try to get it again. 71. Nope. I don't like the look of it because it's still going. So if it didn't pick me up then, I already lost my trade when it didn't pick me up. That's why I get out of those so quick. It went down 15 cents, then started to go back up. Wow. So there you go. It's going to go up to the even dollar up there. Try to get it. I got it at 98. So I did get in. I don't want to get over greedy. See if I can get out. There we go. So it was a little trade. Again, when it's going up like that, you want to get in and out of your retracement very, very quickly. Oh my God. What are you doing, Mr. Hood? I worry about retracing this. It's really strong. I think I'm more inclined to get a buy. Let me see if I can get a buy just below the 114, if it drops below the 114 on the bid, and try to ride it up rather than retracing down. But I want some sort of a better position than just chase it. Ugh, it's not going to do it. It just keeps going. You get in here right now, and you got to be careful because it could have a dollar flush in a split second. So be careful, guys. Looking for 14.50 now to think about getting a bid. It's not going down enough to short it for sure. It's not retracing enough. Too scary to go short on this. It's suddenly gone from like 6 to 12 cents rather than 15 to 20 on the retracements. It is pulling back now. Maybe we can get a good dip here. Nope, it's stalled. I'll try it there. 49. Let's see if that's going to give me a push back up. Yeah, that was $10 anyway. If I held it longer, of course, to make more money, but just starting to do the consolidating action, so I'm just getting out quick for the money. Tried to get it 50 cents even. Didn't get me. Did get me, unfortunately. I don't like the way it was moving down when it picked me up, but now I'm going to hold it into this move and see if it decides to break back through there. That could be it, right? Let's get to 115, guys. That's a 50-cent move. Let's get to 115. Come on. 10 cents off my position now. It's turning around. There we go. That was a 20-something dollar trade. That worked out okay, even though it picked me up right when I didn't want to. And it is going to go to, well, it went to 90 anyway. So let's look for a dip. Let's try it again. This time we're just retracing for the dip instead of riding it down. We're going to pick it up on the bid and go up. So I'm looking for something closer to the 50 cent over here. See if it keeps doing that or if it's just going to break this 115 and keep going. When they get in a little zone like this, it's pretty easy to call. Just mind your max loss in case it flips on you, you know. It's really gonna break through that 115 real strong. So I'm gonna take a dip that's not quite as far down now if I can get it. Did I get it? No. There. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. So I think it's gonna blow through the 15 strong here. So I went in at 86. Isn't the best from what I was looking for, but it's making a flat top there to break out. So we're gonna hold here a minute. Here it goes. It's gonna break and it's gonna go up to like 1510, 1510, 1520, all in a split second when it goes. You look at the swelling of the level 2, you're getting a 20-cent move. So 91. Look for it to be like 1510, 1515. There was 15 again. Don't fade off it again. Let's break it. Come on, you can do it. You got the strength. Boom. Everybody's going to jump on that 15 level. It was 1501 on the ask. Every time it doesn't go through, it gets me more worried. Yep. Got me more. I was like, I should have just taken the $7. Well, it's winding up to go again, so let's hope it doesn't fade too far here. I would be inclined to get out rather than to add if it fades, to be honest with you. So it's back up there at 95. One more chance. There's 02. Come on. Boom. There we go. I'll take that. There we go. That was a $35 trade or something. So, and it kept going. So now we can think about retracing up here. You know, to go down. I would think to ride this back down to the 115 level. If it holds it, we can buy at the 115 level. If it holds it, let's see if it holds it. No, it didn't hold it. I'm going to try to get in there. It's got it at 78 for another punch. See if we get another punch through there. It's a small trade if I got it. Yeah, little trade. I assume that was profitable. I thought I had more money than that, but maybe not. So I'm looking to buy the bid on a dip again, but it's right at a level where it might reject. So I'm waiting a second. It is just wants to punch through. I should have picked it up. There it goes. That was a 25-cent move if we got it in the 90s. So let's see if we can get it. Oh, nope, that was our last shot. Okay. Boom. And there it goes. I don't know where the high is today. It could be 120, you know. Just don't know. But this is a good one to trade. This is scalping with a bias. So you're getting the little moves and you've got a biased up. So it's like you just exactly what you're looking for. The only thing that is better if it literally stays in the middle of a channel perfectly. Up, down, up, down, up. That's the other way you scalp. But this way, if you're careful and you have that spot stuck where if it goes too far, you're going to get out and not try to double down. You can keep most of your money if it rejects on you, and you just got to get out fast and you realize that you could lose $20 or $30 and just go, it's okay. I'm doing good. I got 90 still or whatever it is. So the $15 even, I'm thinking about getting in there. It keeps hitting it. One more dip near that 15 even. All right, let me try to get it. Got it at 03. Now let's get it back up there a bit. There we go. Come on. You had me there at 29. Come on. Oh, man, I should have just done market, huh? All right, this time I'll do market if it pops up there. Anywhere in there, I'm just gonna take that money. Too long jerking back and forth there, so. Now a lot of you would say, "Oh, look, if you just would have waited." I know, and it might have worked, and it, but I'd rather just take the money that's right in front of my face and do little baby steps. I don't plan to lose more than 20 or 30 bucks on a trade, so I'm fine with the 1-to-1 at a 90% accuracy, So let's look back down here. Okay, is it going to stay at the 115 or is it going to have a real breakdown? I'm going to go in again, hoping to get it. That's 03. That took too long. I'm out. Wouldn't have had it anyway for this move. There we go. 97. Nope. That got me anyway. God, I saw it swailing down. I'm like, that's too long. I'm going to try to take a small profit there. I took a small profit. Just like, it seems like it's starting to break down, so you gotta be careful here, guys. Now that's only on the 1 minute that I see that, certainly not on the 15 or the 5. Now are we past 15? We are. So let's do the 15 zone. Let's just take a breath here. So 510. So here's your 15. No, it won't work like that. I've got to do a 15-minute chart. Hang on. So 15. So this is our 5-minute breakout, which is now. No, that was to sell it out. So here's our 15-minute right here. So we're so far beyond it now. But we just want to keep an eye on that. If it comes back down to that level, we want to make sure we know where that is. Wow. So it's gone up to 50. But it is slowing down, as you can see. This is like picture perfect to trade. Picture perfect to scalp right now. Just mind your max loss. Get ready to get out. Set your zone here. Like right now, I'd hate to see it break through the 115. If I was going long anywhere above that, I would be worried as it broke down through here and maybe just get out. And certainly down into here. I mean, this is a zone where you're going to want to think about, you don't want to hold it into this zone here. Man, I'm thinking about shorting it, guys, the way that it's moving on the level 2. It's giving a 15 to 20 cent downward swale every time it pops up. Now it's not suddenly, but it was a second ago. Yeah, it's winding up to go higher, so never mind. Never mind. Okay. 50 cent. I'm looking at the 50 cent now. 15.50. Anywhere below that, I'll try to grab it there. 46. Tried to get out. I'm thinking I might just switch to market on this damn thing. The way it's moving, I think that's what I'm going to do, because our spread is really tight. Is it going to drop here? Looked like it was going to lose it. Nope. That was it. There was the move. 20 cent move already at the 15.55. That's 75 is a 20 cent. Nice. Okay. 52. Come on. Come on. That's why it's bad, That's why that was bad. And didn't that only give me like $4 on that move? I got out for a reason, though. Look. So here's where it's a whole new ball game if we get down to the $15 again. Man, I would tend to buy there, guys. I'm going to go in. There we go. How big a flush will this be? Get ready to get out if it keeps going.
$20 million verdict.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna sell market to get out either way. Let's get back up there. It seems to be losing its strength moving up, so we need a big green candle right here. We need a big punch upward here to keep them upward momentum. I'm looking for $200 on the day over there. Come on, give me a nice big move up there. Nope. Could have taken a small green. I think I might be getting too greedy on this stock the way it started. It's stair-stepping down, so yeah, I'm getting worried. I'm going to try to just get out of this move here. Give me a little bit of green. Give me a little bit of green upward here. Something. I had several opportunities to get out before this happened, so that was what I call a little bit of green. I don't like the way it's breaking down, so yeah, show me some confidence so we can start doing this again. So up to 183. Can't remember what Tesla was. Tesla was 153 negative. I had another momentum. This was another momentum earlier, and before I switched to light speed. So we're 84. I'm 84 bucks, but I mean I beat the Tesla problem there. This is an account I just set up to trade this. That's why I could show you the whole thing there. All right, well, this is good. It's given confidence off that level to ride it back up if it gets down there again to 115. That would have been a great trade to hold had you only known, for all of you that knew. So I'm not going to switch around. I'm not going to jump around stocks because this is doing what we want. So Tesla's actually dropped from the open. Nvidia's way up, $3 up almost. AMD is down $1. God, figure AMD. I can't figure why they are not moving that along with Nvidia. All right, so anything at the 115, I will try to do it on the bid if it hits down here. And ride it back up. Might not give me that opportunity. It looks like it's stalling right here. There it goes.
CB Employment Trends Index 106.41 for August.
All right, so new report. What's going to happen? Give it a breath. Wait just a second to see how the market digests that. Set this scanner here. You see Hood's way up here now on my scanner, right below Nvidia. $5 even up from the close. $15 up from the close. $5 up from the open. Holy crap! $15 up from the close. That's incredible. That news came out right at 10 o'clock, so that's good. Let's see if we can get a dip down here. Again, I'm looking for it to be a little closer to the 115. It just doesn't seem to want to give it to me, though. Great way to freeze, Thinkorswim. Jeez. I'm going to go in the teens there if it can pick me up. Yeah, I'm just going to get in this move. I think it's going to go back up. There we go. That broke me over 200 on that one. So this is going nice and smooth. And I think I'll get my Tesla money back, which is good. I think what it'll do is the bad trades I made will be deducted against what I should have made on the first trade, which so it'll almost be a wash. I'll probably have like $25 or something off of that. But I got to go through the phone calls, and it's just such a for that kind of money. But it's kind of the point too, right? I mean, Jesus. So here we are, 115, guys. I'm going to go in down here. I got it at 91, knowing I feel safe adding to this position all the way down to 114.50. Tried to get a quick $15 there. Should have just done market again. Jesus. There we go. So 218 on Hood. Hope you guys are benefiting from this. So it's just stalling at that 115 level. So you see, we don't get a breakdown here. It looks like it's going to be a breakup, not a breakdown. Someone's getting a broken heart on a breakup. Wow, we could have already got 40 cents on that move, huh? Now, for those of you that you could do 200 shares of this on Hood, you can do definitely do 200 shares. You could go up to 800 shares almost on your PDT. I wouldn't recommend that many, but you could have made $400. So it just depends on your risk level, what you want to do, how much you need a day. Well, sometimes that shouldn't be what your risk level set on. How much you need, that's a bad idea. But make your own trading plan, and you could trade longer, of course, and then just slowly $10, $12, $15 moves. Just grind your way up to $400 or $500. So we're looking at 115 again, guys. I'm waiting it. I'm holding out here because it's got a great channel here, 1550 to 15. Look at this. With a little bit of breakout up here, but it hasn't hit 116 yet. Now, all the most of the higher volume people should have jumped in at 10 o'clock. Yeah, you can see from the 5-minute we're getting some real consolidation here. Looking it down at the 115. I'm going to go for it if it goes down there. Come on, give me a bigger dip, guys. Give me a bigger dip. So if we guess wrong, it's you're not in as bad a position. I say guess. I mean, I'm guessing on the probabilities of the even dollar here. So somebody doesn't say you're gambling. That's all perspective, right? So I could have got it at 5 cents. I would have had a 25-cent trade there. Frustrating. If it picked me up, of course, but is it going to break this 50 cents going up? I tend to want to go short here. I mean, honestly, the way it's moving, there it goes, though. Nope, it broke down. There's another 20 cents down, 55 to 35. So it's giving us constant action here for scalps, just constant moves here. You should have a pretty big cushion, so you don't want to get stubborn and go, I'll wait. Just get out. If you're $20 down, $30 down, just get out. It's not too big a number to get out. Get out and keep your money.
38.49 the high now on 8-foot holdings of 2,500%.
So technically we go for 150. I'm pretty sure I've got that because I think I'll get my money back on Tesla, but I'll go a bit further here for everybody to see if we can all get up to those numbers. So I'm looking to go short up here. It has been trying to break out of this level here, which is really the $0.75, 15.75. Yeah, broke right down again. 40 cent trade right there. Seems safe enough to go short here. It seems like it's stalled here. Yeah, right at that level. That's where it keeps hitting it. That's a smoothing level there where you can expect to expect it probability wise that it will go back down again, but you got to watch the price action as it hits it. Yeah, that's our 15-minute breakout, right? Is that what that is? I think so, yeah. And then our 5 minutes down here, way down here. A lot of people trade off that 15-minute breakout level, so it's a nice smooth level there because that's self-fulfilling, right? They trade off it, then they create a level. I'm going to try there, see if it gets me. 05, you got to pick me up quick. Yeah, no thanks. All right, so I should have gone in. I'll just go in the market next time it's down there. But yeah, I already lost that trade, so lost the potential profit there. Trying to get the best I can get, but it just doesn't pick you up. Then you don't get any trade at all. So let them make their couple of pennies on you. There we go. Wow, that was another good one. 20 cents up already. That's a rickshaw man there. 5 minute or I don't know what I can do to make that show up better. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong screen. That's why. Okay. I'm going in. I got it at 94. Now, it has been doing a pounding a breakdown there, so I'm slightly concerned that it's not, but I'm looking for a decent jump up where it has been going. Yeah, I got some there, not much. 27. I think that was only like $5. Okay, so broke through it. Oh, there it goes. Good. Okay. Just being a little more cautious here now to see if it's going to break down. But nope, it held it at the 15 level again. Bigger breakdown now to get into the 70s or 80 cents. Looking for a bigger breakdown here. Oh, there it was. 20-cent trade already. 15-cent trade I missed. Yeah, as it pounds down more than once, I get a little more conservative jumping in. So it's decided this is how far it wants to go today. For now. 115.77.
Shares resume spiking to $48 now, up about 3,000% on OCTO, 3,000% at
Wow, let's go look at that. That's where I traded earlier. Yeah. My God. Look at that go. I was having trouble getting filled, so I got out of it. Of course, that was pre-market. Is this a FOMO move? Let's just make sure we're not. Make sure there might be something here. Give a second. What's our spread? Yeah, that's tight, man. But that news on the wire just sent a shitload of people, a crap load of people over here. 50. It went $2 up since they announced it. $6 up since they announced it. Wow. You know, a bunch of the momentum traders are making $100,000 today on this stock, right? So, oops, I'm going to try a small move here and see, guys. I'm going to try something crazy here. Let's see if we can get in on a dip. I'll try to get in at the even dollar there. Oh my God, did you see how far that took me down there? Wow. I watched this go to $40 in a split second. Be careful trading this one. But had I just kept that longer, I'd have like $300 here. So for you guys, let's just be careful. I'm going to go to 10 shares, okay, and do, because this is crazier trading, not like I normally show you. So just be careful here. So picked it up. Look, even with 10 shares, look how fast that gave me a red negative there. My God, huh? Oh, your shorters are taking control. You got to wait this out a little bit. Oh, dear. Come on, let's turn around here. 44. Oh, it went to 43 now. Oh, dear. Is it really fading now, or is it about to make another climb? We're going to go ahead and up to 20 shares. I'm losing all my money on this stock. This is the problem, right? When you go and do these things, it's just like, you know, I need this to turn around now, or I'm, you know, my day just got way worse. Oh, did it just halt? Oh, come on. It halted from 57. Oh, I just got myself stuck in a halt. Oh my God. Okay. I hope that didn't happen to anybody. Stupid. This could come on and I could be, you know, I could be $400 down or something. So this is dangerous, you know. Oh my God. What am I doing with you guys? Fun though, in a way. Let's get this to the 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and get back to trading Hood and keep an eye on this over here on the halt. And see where we're at with the stock. I should have just stuck with. That was a real FOMO rookie move I just did there. Hope you guys didn't get caught up in that. Here we go. So are we still where we were? 115. Yeah, so it did drop a little below it. Unfortunately, it halted going down, so it's highly likely that it's way down from where it was. So, dumb. I might be digging out of a hole here today. It's a lesson for you too. It's like, oh, everything's going so good. Let's try this too. It's not what I want to show here. And I definitely want to be on light speed when I trade that way. Wow. Okay, so this is fading too. So the whole market's showing down here. Something to keep in mind. That went all the way down to 1450. Went down through the whole 15-minute. Really shouldn't be trading in the middle here. Well, according to the breakout strategies, you know, like the trading the open and day trading volume 4, you never trade in between the breakout range. You go up above it and down below it. So I'm hesitant to trade right in here. I would rather go possibly long. Well, no, just short off of that and long after that. Yeah. I don't know. I've been buying the dip, but, you know, you could buy the dip here, I guess. That's against the strategy. I wonder if it's going to fade now. I keep clicking on the wrong chart.
Letter G Genpact announcing a global rebrand. That's golf letter G.
I'm kind of stuck in this, and wherever it lands, I can't get out fast enough. It's just going to be more like a hold situation and see what happens.
GOOS Canada Goose at the high, 1432. Golf Oscar Oscar Sandy.
Yeah, I was listening to Canada Goose earlier this morning.
Cowen upgrading the stock this morning to a buy with a $25.
This just channel hops, so it's kind of scaring me to trade this right now. I'm worried about going short. I'm worried about going long. I'm just kind of worried here. I tend to want to go long inside the breakout down here rather than short up here. Oh, time just went by fast too. Jeez. I got to get ready to get out of this damn thing here. How bad is this? Well, let's hope that's not true. God. Oh my God. There it goes. I'm looking to flatten if it gives me a chance if it goes up here.
OCTO, shares resuming, getting a little bounce here. $42 Oscar Charlie Tango Oscar.
Maybe I'll sell the ask. Let's see if it goes up right. There it goes. It's going to go up. Good. We can make some money after all on this trade, it looks like. It was going. It was making its move, and then it pulled back. Oh, man. Come on, baby. Get back up there. Everybody jump back on. We all want to have a party with this stock. Get up there. Oh, you see that? It's making some big moves. This is only 20 shares. It's exciting, you know. It kind of goes like your heart gets beating a little, like, yeah, let's go. I should have got out actually up there because I forgot it was only 20 shares. It's like, man, when you see green, it's like $20 on 20 shares. Just get out. Oh, no, don't do that. Come on. That's $1 off my position. I guess I was at like 144 or something. Is that what it was? Before I jumped back in the second time. Oh, dear. Well, at least it's not about to halt again. Oh, man. So it is fading here. I don't like to see that. They're losing, the momentum traders are losing the battle to the shorters here, and I'm one of them. That's $10 off my position. Man, huh? Glad I lowered my share size. The spread so much that if you flatten or sell market, you probably could lose $20 off this easily, maybe even more, off whatever you think you're getting, you know, bad or good. It needs to break this. It needs to break 46.50. Yeah, it needs to get right to my position, or I got to get out if it's not doing something soon here.
ASYS getting a pop here on volume. Amtech.
They jump to the other movers too. That's the problem. They jump off the stock. All the momentum traders like, oh, what's the newest thing on the wire? And then you're just stalled with a bunch of grinders.
ACRB.
There we go. Second green candle. Come on. Pump it up. Wow, it's $5 off my position. Look at that. Jeez. Yeah, this is not what I want to see for an upward momentum. Stuck over here for this to do something. I'm getting ready to get out, guys, just for any kind of green that's left on this trade, on this for the day. I mean, thinking about it, but it keeps keeping me in it. There's another green candle up. You see, the Scalp Pro is not really giving me confidence down there. I think I'm going to take a loss on this trade and get out. I'm still thinking about it more and more, and I'm just holding out of tenacity here on something that doesn't look too good. That is not a good pattern to stay in this. There is nothing telling me that this is going to go up right here. Of course, it's hard to read these momentums too, as far as the indicators. They can't catch up, to them. It's like it wants to make a breakout here. Right on the 9. When you get away from the large cap, it does get your adrenaline going because you can have so much bigger swings. It's kind of like Tesla is that same sort of feeling. All right, guys, I'm going to call it in a minute and feel stupid that I didn't keep my $140. Hey, it heard me. So don't get out. See what could happen if you stayed in before we drop another $5. See how exciting that is? Hey, I could keep $100 if I got out right now for a split second. Maybe, depending on how the market fills me. There we go. Give me a little bit of green, just a little. I'm not even greedy. Tiny bit of green on this trade. Tiny bit. Wow, that was so close to being out here. I'm not going to hold it for a big move. I just like I've learned my lesson. Just get out. If you can get out for any kind of green. Come on, baby. Oh, boy. I was over 100 a second ago, and now it's pulling me back down. Just when you think you get out. What time is it? Oh, I got to get going to the other session. Hopefully you guys are not stuck with this with me. I hope you were smarter than to do what I did. You just know the second I press sell, it's going to go straight up. I could have added down there a couple times and been out green, but man, then it decides it wants to go to $30 suddenly from 43. It's kind of swaling up. Maybe kind of. If you look at an angle at your screen, just get down lower and lower toward your desk and just kind of look up at an angle. It's like, now it's going up. See that? I knew it. Come on, baby. All right, now we're going to get serious. You're just going to go up. Everybody, let's make it serious. Oh, that's not. We scared it? We scared it, and then it went down. Hit that 20 and turned around. Did you see that? Wow, here we go. Come on, baby. Oh, you're so close. You're so close to making everybody happy, except the short people. Not in stature. Speaking of which, I just watched the Dexter Resurrection and Peter Dinkle and Uma Thurman. Boy, that was like the best Dexter yet. I won't say what happened if you haven't seen it, but man, that was really good. I was impressed. They've been putting out kind of some duds since the series closed, the original. But that was a really good one. All right, this is about it. I keep saying that, I know. I just trying to get like the best price point to get out, and I keep holding it into this grind that is just ridiculous. It's more, the target going up now is for the first time longer. So it's like it is turning around slowly in sentiment. The meter keeps hitting it higher. I'm getting waved at when I just I want to try to get this back at least over $100 green on this for the day on this, but I don't think it's going to let me. Give it a minute, guys. Talking to the Zoom people. Give me a minute. Oh, come on. What is that level it's grinding at? Like 62, 40, 62. Hold $2 down. It's $40 down on 20 shares. Oh my God. It keeps hurting me. That is the wrong way, fellas. Don't break that level. Yeah, it broke it, so. Makes. Normally I would have added on that swale up, but I just don't trust this stock at all. If you want to call it that. What is this? Oh, man. Yeah, it's just grinding me down lower and lower and lower. It's hard to let go. You You guys know what I mean. I'd like to trade it longer, but... Okay, do I have an open order? No, I do not. Oh, God. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I had it at 100 shares. That's why it wouldn't let me out. Oh, I was still green when I tried to get out there. Oh, man. Now I feel stupid. Oh, man. Broke down off that level. That was my failsafe, and I just, technical error, I screwed myself up. Wow. I feel really stupid now, because now I'm actually negative on this stock. Gonna give it a second. Yeah, I was still green when I got out. Well, I tried to get out, and I didn't see. I'm like, what's wrong? Did I have an open order? I didn't realize my share size was still set for hood. It was like on hood, so now I'm just seeing if I can get the day green for it on a swale up here. There was $5, but you see how it's fading. Yeah, $6. Wow, that was painful, huh? So I'm only at $24 because of that, but I do believe I'll get back this money. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to have to call it there for the day. Hopefully some of you did better than me on that last trade, and you just kept your hood money, because that was good money from hood that we did. And then I blew it here. I had 144, so I was like, jumped over here on a FOMO move on the ticker news. And, you know, I know better than to do that, but looked like it was just going to keep going. It probably will. It just, I'm in the wrong timing for this, right? Okay, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to be doing my recaps in the morning stream to show you how I ended up doing overall. I hope you picked up something from this style of trading, even though I only ended up with $27 right now, but I think I'll have more than that before I'm going to come back with Charlie for another. She didn't get in this, which is great. Good move for Charlie. She kept her money, so she has more than enough from our trading this morning. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Go green out there. I'll see you tomorrow morning.